Well, here we go again. And yes, it's still here. I'm almost a little disappointed last week's vid. I didn't get any comments that said WTF, we didn't get to see it finished. But it's not quite there yet. Still got a little work to do. You see the passenger side, got all the door panels on. They're complete. No passenger seat. The glass is all lined up, of course. But on the driver's side, back in that slot, this is a little hard to do one-handed. You can see the slot there. There's a roller which runs up and down there in the bottom of the window, which of course, when we were trying to set this window up, broke the roller. So I've got I ordered one. I actually ordered two just to have a spare. And I'm hoping it'll be here in the next day or two. So once we get these two windows lined up, we'll be able to put the door panels on this side. And then on the interior, the only other thing I've got left to do, get some light here, is the console's been in one time already, but there's no side movement in these shifter handles. And when the console goes on, it has to be dead center because this plate goes in and this piece goes into, get some light here, into two sliders in both sides of this panel, right in that groove there. So if the column is, or if the console is off one way or another, you can't move it because of this hole. And it's about, the console is about 3/16 of an inch to the left, so it has to be moved over to the right. So the easy way to do that would be to move the front bracket, but you can't get at the nuts in the bottom side because you've got the transmission in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the shifter out and move it to give me the room I need to get that little strip in. Now I know I could just chew the side out of that and open the hole, but well, that's just not my style. And I'll take you around the front and show you a little surprise. When the owner returned from his inaugural tour, he headed back to his house. I've told you before, he lives about 3 hours north of here. And I did something sensible, as I cut the lawn. And I thought, well, it's only about 7:30, too early to quit now, so I thought I'll replace a couple of vacuum lines that haven't been replaced on here. The idle's just a little bit up and down, like as if it's pulled some air from somewhere. So I tightened up the base gasket on the carburetor, got in the car, fired it up. It ran for probably half a minute or so, and I heard a slight hissing sound. And it wasn't like a vacuum leak type sound. It was like water hitting something. And just as I reached for the key, the oil pressure light come on. If you take a little look under here, that I'm guessing is about 2 quarts of oil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jack the car all back up, and if I was to guess, this is the original motor of the car, so it's a 67, which used a canister style oil filter, which I converted. There's an actual adapter that you can buy to convert to a spin-on style. And if I was to take my guess, it has puked the O-ring or the seal out of the adapter, and there's oil on the floor. So I'll get it cleaned up, jacked up, and have a look. There are reasons to lay on your back and look up, but I can't say this is my favorite. You can see the oil filter adapter up in there. I'm going to pull that out so it's a little easier to see, and I'll bring you back then. You can see how much oil was actually left in the motor. About a quart maybe. And this is the adapter, which for anybody else that might be going through this is a Wix 24061, and we'll take that and we'll put that in the bucket of experience. Never again. I have got one on order from Transdap, or actually from Summit, but it's Transdap, and I'm hoping to see it before the week. So I'm going to cut this video short, stick it up in the middle of the week, because I really don't have a lot going on until I get parts. Till then, catch you next time.